Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson, bringing forth prophecy, man. We on that prophecy watch. The men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord, are on the high tower, bringing forth the prophecies, these end time prophecies that have been written aforetime, and ultimately linking them in with real-time events, news, and talking points that's literally manifesting right before our eyes. Prophecy is speaking. Those of us that are truly invested in the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you true believers that are following the proper doctrine, you've did a complete 180, as your family would say to you, and you've changed your old path. You changed your old ways, and now you walk in that old path, which is the way of the Lord. You clearly understand the times that we're in and the times that we're coming into. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, I just wanted to get into a few articles through the spirit, pretty much measuring the times diligently, man. Okay, because as we inch closer and closer to salvation, Esau is going to be revealing himself more and more. His horns are going to be showing, all right, and his true plans as far as this diabolical fourth industrial revolution are going to begin to manifest and become clearer and clearer, man. All right, we understand that this man has nothing but wickedness planned. He's not for our turn, as we're not for his. You see, and ultimately his plan is to control humanity, be God on earth, pretty much steal back the birthright, all right, that he sold to Jacob eons ago. All right, but we know it's going to be a failed attempt at best, but it is going to be an attempt. Okay, that's without a doubt. This man is going to attempt his wicked diabolical plans, man, and implementing this RFID microchip upon mankind in efforts to control you, control what you do, how you move, how you live, what you involve yourself in, how much you eat, what you eat. Okay, this is the reality, man. All right, and a lot of you people are not going to realize it until it's too late. You Jake specifically, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans investing into this man. Still planning on succeeding within this man's society, where he's clearly showed you. He's set up a system that is against you. He's set up a system that is meant to oppress you and ultimately kill you. You Jake is still out here wandering around in the wilderness blindfolded, okay? Trying to become cohesive with your enemy, man. And it's going to end the same every time, man. It's going to end the same every time. You destroyed. Okay? Because this is not our rest, man. This is not where we're going to be sovereign. This is not where we're going to have peace. This is not where we're going to be able to live in peace, man. This is where we're going to be suffering, man. And it's going to be by the hands of this damn demon Esau. Okay, understand that he's not trying to have a world where you're comfortable, Jake. The world he's planning, a lot of you, Jake, hey, he don't plan on having you, Jake, there. All right, why you think you see him doing what he's doing with these South Africans, man? All right, as he eliminates as many so-called migrants or immigrants or what have you as he can, in the form of the Northern Kingdom. Here it is, right around right through he's shipping out the Northern Kingdom out the front door, but through the back door he got the Southern African immigrants coming in, and they're all quote unquote supposed so white, right? So-called white, right? I mean, you see this man's moves, man. You can clearly see his moves. All right. You see this man. He's a churl, as the scriptures call him. All right, and his instruments are evil, man. All right, the things that he implements. As a matter of fact, let's stop right there. Let's go to Isaiah, the 36th chapter. Bear with me. It was 32 and 6, 7. Here we go. All right, the book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and verse 7. And it reads, the instruments also of the churl are evil, man. Okay, and then real quick, when you go to, let's go to the blue letter real quick. I want to get this word instruments.
Strong's H3627. Kelly.
Now, when you get this word, it goes into what? Article, vessel, implement. Okay? Utensil, man. Now, I want to hone in on this word implement. It tells us what implement can refer to both a tool or utensil used for a task and the process of putting a plan or a system into action, man. Okay, and we know the instrument he's going to be using is his technology, man. Okay, which he's made a god. All right, this man's made AI a god, man. But it's funny because AI is actually operating against him. Here it is. You got Grok telling on him. Okay, you have a lesson that the brother did, Elder Manata Zakba, a couple of days ago, going into this Jake, asking Chat GPT some questions, and it pretty much put the whole puzzle piece together regarding Esau being these Europeans, man. Come on, man. That's why in Job it says what? Okay, is the unicorn willing to serve thee and abide by thy crib, man? All right, which is talking to the internet, this technology. And the answer to that is no. And we clearly see that manifesting today, real time. Okay, now when you go back, let's go back. When you get this word churl,
Strong's H3596. Kilai.
right, and it goes into
second entry.
Slovakia.
Kalai.
Right, and it goes into a scoundrel. And when you get the definition of a scoundrel, simple
Scoundrel.
definition: a dishonest or unscrupulous person, man, a rogue. All right, this man is dishonest. He cannot be trusted. You see, this is why we've been warned, we've been told, we've been commanded to what? Let's go get it. We're going to come back here. See, a lot of you people are going to bite when it comes to this right here. We're going to come get this as well. A lot of you people are going to bite. You see, because you're under a strong delusion, man. A lot of you, Jake, are under a strong delusion. You see this as amazing. Wow, captivating. Wow, technology's gone so far. You see, it's become an idol. All right, and this is leading to that This is part of the MOTB, by the way. We're gonna get into it. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, and verse 10, and it reads, "Never trust thine enemy." All right, you read Psalms 80. You read Psalms 83. You're gonna clearly see who our enemy is, man. The first nation named, and it's not a coincidence, is Esau, Edom, and then he's also highlighted later as Amalek, which is the chief tribe of the nation of Edom. Which are those small hats in our land. Those Khazars, so-called. You see? This is not a coincidence, man. He's the arch enemy of Israel. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He's the number one enemy. And hey, guess what? History testifies against him. History, man. It proves it. You see? Generational hate from him to us proves it, man. It's clear. It's clear as day, man. The writing's on the wall. But look, right? Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10, and it reads, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." And look at you stupid ass niggas, all right, that trusted this man 3-4 years ago. Look how you ended up. Look how you ended up, man. Look how through you are. Because you wanted to trust this dude. All right, you wanted to let him climb inside you. All right, with that serum he concocted within months. You know? Look how you ended up. That's a testimony in itself that this man can't be trusted, man. Let's go back. And that's just one of many things. Isaiah 32 and 7, and it reads, "The instrument also of the churl are evil." Isaiah 32 and 7, right? "He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words," man. This is what he do. He lies. He doesn't tell the truth. You see? He's built. This is how he's built. This is how he's wired. You can't make this man straight if you try. Right? Even when the needy speaketh right, man. You see, because this man is adverse to righteousness. He speaks with a froward, forked tongue. All right, his spirit is not upright in him. Let's go get that. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 4, and it reads, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him," right? And he's lifted up. He's proud. He's lifted up the head. Okay, he looks down upon you tribes, man. He puffeth at his enemies, man. You got these nations that are allied with him. He puffeth at them. This is the pride in this dude. He's the proudest creature created. It tells us this in Jeremiah. Okay? Obadiah highlights it. His pride has deceived. He's so proud, he's deceived himself. Now, you know you're dealing with a sick individual, okay, in that scenario. He believes his own lies. He believes his own shit that he's talking out of his neck. He believes it. Because pride, man, has led him to delusion. You see? We're dealing with a madman, man. But the just shall live by faith, right? The elect, okay, are going to live by faith, man. Right? They're going to stand on the foundation of Yahweh Shai, man. Understanding that it's only through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai we're going to be delivered and escape, all right, this man's diabolical plans. Now, real quick, right, this is from Wall Street Journal. All right, it's dated May 13th, 2025. And the title reads, look at this nigga. And the title reads, "Apple to support brain implant. Control of its devices," man. So Apple's about to link in. Yeah, that same phone you got in your hand, man. That company right there. All right, it's about to link in. Okay, with a new company, right? Let's go. Let's go. iPhone maker works with startup Synchrone on new brain-computer interfaces to assist people with disabilities, man. This technology that they're bringing forth, they've had it already. Okay, they're just playing the game of gradualism is what Esau's doing. This is the game he's always played. Esau has always played this gradualism game. Okay, this man has had heart attack guns and dispersed ground weapons and all this crazy shit for decades, man. Okay, they have already honed in into this technology and how to keep it charged by putting it in a specific area of the body. And the Bible and the Lord knew that before they even planned on doing it, man. Why do you think the scriptures highlight Revelations 13:16 and the hand off forehead, man? Because those two areas is how these devices, through the technology he's manifested, is going to be able to stay operating. All right, through the system that they're going to create. All right, this new infrastructure they're creating. All right, that's why they're erecting these computer facilities, man, to support this new infrastructure they're creating. All right, which is an infrastructure that pretty much evolves around technology. You see, they're taking it to the next level, and this is them trying to take the birthright back. Esau's in the jam, man. Esau knows he's running out of time. Esau knows. You see? Remember, the scriptures say that he's wiser than Daniel, man. There's nothing you can hide from him. See, this man's into setting up graphs and certain grids to see the consistencies in certain patterns in certain situations. He knows that according to the rule of empires and the duration, they've gone throughout the course of time, that he's running out of time. You people don't know that, though. You people locked and confused and in this delusion, all right, that America is going to continue forever. You don't realize it, man. He has you people in a trance. You're under a spell. And all these distractions he feeds you, all right, from his philosophies to his gladiator games, right? The bread and circus. You had everybody wrapped up on the Celtics game this week. Just through. That was the talking point at work. Regardless, here it is. All these, everything that's going on in the world. Okay, but that's the talking point. That's the highlight. You people are finished, man. Right along with this place, because you're lost and confused, man. You're lost and confused, man. And hey, guess what? That's the way Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wants you, man. Okay, because this place is going to get crept up on. The Lord's going to creep up on this place, man. With those judgments, man, that are pending. Right? So look, the reality, man, of Revelations 13 is speaking. Now, we're not going to get too crazy. Now, let's get a little bit of this. Apple is embracing the world of brain-computer interfaces, unveiling a new technology that one day could revolutionize how humans interact with their devices, man. Okay. Hey, then we read Isaiah 32, man. The instruments of the Churl are evil. Okay, they devise wicked devices, roughly paraphrasing. All right, devices not only going into, objects or instruments, but actual plans and plans, man. All right, his plans, his thoughts. All right, this is a wicked thought, man. This is something that's not just to help you. Like he's trying to paint the picture like it's to help you. He's in it to help you. No, man. Ultimately, this is being brought forth in efforts to control you, man. All right? This is Esau's goal, is to control everything. He wants to be a god on this planet. He wants everything operating under his frequency. No loose ends. You see? And this diabolical plan would allow him to do that, ultimately making him a god on earth and him taking the birthright back. That's him stealing the birthright back, man. Okay, this crazy dude. Okay, and again, speaking to that 3 to 4 year ago event, all right? Look at this dude. You trust this nigga? Okay? You trust the efficacy that these niggas are talking about? Check this out. This is Natural News. This article is dated May 15th, 2025. The title reads, HHS launches Generation Gold Standard, ushering in universal V. All right? We're going to leave it like that. Superheaded by this guy. Superheaded by Hell Gates. All right, and look at this dude's track record. Look this dude up. All right, look what he's done over in Africa and other parts of the world, India and what have you. Look what this nigga has done. This man cannot be trusted. You're a fool to trust this dude. Okay? You're a complete fool, man. And we ain't got to read no much more, because this right here get you. You already know where this will go. You know? They'll be talking about medical missing, you know, all that. You know what I mean? You Akiyama, excuse me. You know, that be getting them emails. You know what it is. We got to leave that right there. But this is the reality, man. Because at the end of the day, why they're trying to push this is because you people, you Goyim, okay, have to be genetically equipped, all right, to be able to be compatible with the technology he's bringing forth, man. This is what this thing is all about. All right, you have to be genetically compatible, man, with the technology that he's bringing forth. This is what this thing is about, this universal V. Come on, man. You see? And we can see right through this dude like a looking glass, man. We know how this dude gets down. Man, let's go back to that let's continue on in Sirach. The book of Ecclesiastes is also known as the book of Sirach. Chapter 12 and verse 11. Let's get this verse 11, right? Look at this. Now, man, let's read verse 10 again and then read down. Right? Ecclesiastes is also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 12, and it reads, never trust thine enemy. Okay? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. And I'm glad I went back to here because I don't think I finished this precept. Right. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. The Edomites, all right, of the 16, 17, 18, 19, it may seem as if they were worse than these Edomites because they were getting physical. They were lynching you and sticking dogs on you and completely dismembering you, burning you at the stake, X, Y, and Z. We get it. But believe it or not, this Edomite that we see before us today is more dangerous than that Edomite of yesterday. Okay, because now he covers himself in deceit. Okay, now he puts himself in the position where he seems harmless. Okay, he's more deceptive than ever before. See, before you would see an Edomite and you would know, be on high alert. He coming right, you go left. He coming left, you go right, man. You see? He's coming down, you go up, and vice versa. You know? That was the energy before, because he was coming with the tenacity and, the vigor that the Lord had put on him. But now, all right, he's painted the picture to the world that he's harmless as a dove, man. So now he's able to, come with a certain talking point. All right, and here it is. You go into his clinic, and you literally walking into a death trap, man. And that's just one example. You see, this man is more wicked than ever before. Hey, technology, man. Technology is a weapon that he's using, all right, to destroy the people. All right, along with the food, the water, the air. All right, he has control of you people's minds via media, right? Which media goes into medium, which goes into witchcraft. Okay, this demon is working his work, man. He's a crap. Hey, the scripture says what? When you go to Genesis, all right, he was more cunning than all the beasts in the field. Okay, he's been gifted with deception. All right, he'll descend upon you with that 3-piece suit. Okay, with the tie and the comb over, and here it is, you over here giving him the shirt off your back, not realizing he's gonna stab you in yours, man. Okay, because this is the reality of this thing. Let's go ahead. Let's continue on. Continuing on in Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 11, and it reads, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass. See, to the elect, we can see right through this dude. We can see this dude for what he is and who he is. Okay, we understand that he's a complete barbarian, man. Wearing this 3-piece suit and a tie, man. We know Esau ain't all that. Okay, and he's bloodthirsty and wicked and violent. See, he ain't deceiving the elect. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. Right, but he got you, Jake. He got the majority of you, Jake Fugades, man. Look, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away, man. See? This is the same dude from yesterday, just worse now. Because now he's able to deceive your ass. Okay? He's able to deceive your ass now. And a lot of you are going to be deceived. You see? Those of you that are now written in the book of life. Let's go ahead. Let's close out with Revelations. Bear with me. Revelation chapter 19. Oh no, Salakia, I'm bugging. There's one I'm looking for. What is it? Oh, Salaki, I know what I want. I want a 2 Thessalonians. Why was I thinking Revelations? Forgive me. The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 8 and read down. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And you see that happening now through the servants, the prophets. Right? The wicked being Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Right? And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's the climax of him being revealed when he's destroyed. His system brought down by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai via World War III ICBM missiles on those chariots, man, that are going to shoot laser beams. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, right? All right, and those lying wonders go into his miracles, which comes in the form of his technology. All right, he is the spirit, he is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. He's the adversary. All right, he's the adversary, man. And he's that devil, that liar, that deceiver, man, that false accuser. All right, this is what Esau was brought forth to operate, to execute. You see, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved, man. All right, you Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are gonna believe in this dude, right? And for this cause, power shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Okay, you're gonna believe this man's lies, man. You're gonna fall in the you're gonna fall into that snare of the fowler, right? That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness, man. All right, and that's gonna be the outcome of you, Jake, man. That don't want to listen, man. That don't want to fall in order. That want to continue to follow your oppressor into the pit, because that's exactly where Esau is gonna end up in the eon to come. Okay, he's going in pits. All right, at the end of his work shifts, man. All right, he's gonna be sleeping in pits under mud blankets, man. Through. Okay, so yeah, man, we in this time. We in that time, man. All right, prophecy speaking loud and clear. If you can't see it, hey, we don't know what to say to you, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwath were edified. Shalom.